Nigerian pharmacist is due to be sent to jail, and this brother has lost everything that he has worked for. His life has been ruined and turned upside down. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us at the Launch Club, where we share the latest update to educate and inform our audience. The wise ones once say one of the best ways to learn in life is to learn from other people's success and failures. This man's story today, there are valuable lessons that can be learned. This Nigerian pharmacist who has been in the United Kingdom for more than 13 years, he has indefinite leave to remain in the UK, and sadly, by the time he finishes serving his prison sentence, is likely to be deported to Nigeria. This is a heartbreaking story. Hopefully, somebody will learn a lesson from today's story. This Nigerian man, he came to the UK many years ago. Prior to coming to the UK, he was in a relationship with his girlfriend at the time. He left his girlfriend in Nigeria. He initially came to the UK on his own, and this guy, when he came to the UK, he has a cousin. Him and his cousin, they grew up together in Nigeria. They see each other as brothers. The guy left his girlfriend at a time with his mom. The girl was staying with the mom most times while she was going to university in Nigeria. The cousin was also living with his mom. In fact, his mom raised his cousin as her own child. The guy, when he was in the UK initially, he used to send things to the girlfriend and the cousin. Eventually, the girlfriend told him that she was pregnant. The guy flew to Nigeria, got married to the woman. They hurriedly moved the woman to the UK. The woman has now lived in the UK for more than 11 years. The woman, she is fully settled. The guy got his indefinite leave to remain. He's one of those people that he never thought of applying for British passport. It's not something that he's ever shown any interest in. Meanwhile, the woman that he brought to the UK, as soon as the woman was due for citizenship, she applied straight away. This guy and this woman, the woman came to the UK. She had the baby, that the pregnancy that she had in Nigeria, she had the baby in the UK, and she had two twins. The twins right now, they are now 11 going to 12. The guy and his wife, they have been trying to have other children. Unfortunately, they have not been blessed with any more children in the relationship. So there are only two children in this relationship, and those were the children that the woman fell pregnant in Nigeria and came to deliver them in the UK. This man has invested a lot in these children. In fact, as I said before, he sees them as his own children. He does everything for them, takes them to activities. For him, he didn't have anything. Meanwhile, when the woman was initially living in Nigeria, spending more time, when she's on holiday, she'll go to the guy's mom's house. People were telling the guy that the way your girlfriend at the time is so close to your cousin, something is not adding up here. The guy said he never gave it any credence because he never believed or thought that his cousin, whom they grew up together, whom his mom raised as her own child, would ever have any reason to cross his line and have anything to do with his girlfriend. Sadly, that thinking is what has now contributed to bring this Nigerian guy down. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from this story. If you've seen any value, don't forget to give it a like. The guy, the cousin himself, he's now married, settled in his relationship. Meanwhile, the cousin has a friend, and that friend is the friend to this guy. So they all grew up in the same area. They knew each other from a very young age. This guy said the cousin mistakenly told his friend that my brother's twins, I suspect they could be my own twins. The friend now asked him, what do you mean by that? As soon as the guy realized that he has said something to this guy that he doesn't want anybody to know, he withdrew the statement. So I was just joking. The guy said, your brother's twins, they could be yours. The guy did not believe that the cousin was joking. And as a result, he told this guy in the UK that, look, this is what your brother, slip of tongue, shared. And I suspect that he was telling the truth. He only realized that what he has said, that is why he withdrew and said he was joking. This guy said he has started having some doubt because when he looked at these children, he doesn't see anything like him in terms of their behavior, in terms of their personality. One day, he asked his wife, out of anger, knowing full well that there's no more children in this relationship, and given the rumor that he heard and what the friend told him, he now asked his woman, he said, look, this relationship, we have source told me that you and my cousin, something was going on. Before he told his wife this, he said one day he saw a text message from his cousin to his wife, and that message just said, how are my children doing? For him, he said when he saw that message, he never really took anything to it. He just thought like in Nigeria, most people normally say, oh, how are my children doing? So when he saw the message, the WhatsApp message, he just thought that the cousin was just being like a family member, just asking after the children. But he said after that friend told him that this is what your cousin said, he started acting one-to-one. This guy said, my cousin told this guy that the children that I have, they are his. He started, and my cousin sent a message to my wife, now saying, how are my children doing? He now started suspecting. He said him and the woman, they started having problem in their relationship. And that was when he started coming to his mind that these children might not be his own. He said he sat down one day, he looked at the two children. These two children, the way they behave, they don't behave like me. Meanwhile, this guy that we are talking about now, he's just turned 50. As he started asking the woman when they started having a problem in their relationship, one day, the woman now said, even if they are not your children, what can you do? As they were arguing, this guy now said, so if the children are not my own, how can I be raising children for more than 11 years? And now you're telling me if they are not my own, what can you do? The guy left. He said one day he came back from work. He now started suspecting that even this woman, she's not been faithful to him in the UK. He realized that the wife was taking contraception, not wanting to have any more baby, and they did not discuss that. He asked his wife, you said we were trying for a baby, and all of a sudden you are taking contraception not to have baby, and you did not tell me this. Did we agree this? He said as they were arguing, the woman said, I don't want to have a baby again, but you told me that we will have another child. And meanwhile, you're going behind my back without discussing it with me, and you're not taking contraception. That is the biggest mistake that this brother made. As he was shouting, the woman was shouting. The guy said, out of anger, because everything has been building up. Everything has been building up. He lost his temper. This guy that I'm telling you now, he's the pharmacist. He has been in the UK now for more than 13 years. The woman herself, he did not apply for indefinite leave to remain, as I said. But meanwhile, the woman, as soon as she was due for the guy did not apply for British passport. Meanwhile, the woman, as soon as she have her indefinite leave to remain, she applied for her passport straight away because the guy is a British citizen. The woman has indefinite leave to remain. She applied for a British passport. The guy, as out of anger, he held the woman's neck. Tell me who owns these children. Tell me who owns these children. Tell me. He was dragging the woman. Tell me who owns these children. The woman pushed him. The guy hit the woman, and he used the glass that he was holding. He used it to cut the woman out of anger. He said he did not mean it. He said, but because they were arguing, the glass cut the woman's neck. The guy, even when the woman was on the floor, he was hitting the woman. This guy lost it completely. He admitted. He said he lost his temper completely. He attacked the woman to the point that the woman was soaked on the floor, lying there helplessly. The guy left. He called the emergency services and said, the woman is on the floor there, that they've had an argument, she's lying there. The emergency services came in, opened the door by force, because the children were at school when all these things happened, opened the door by force. They took the woman to the hospital. This is a man who has lived in the UK for 13 years, no criminal record. He has never been in trouble with the law before. The guy admitted that what he did was wrong, but he only found that after they are arguing and he slapped the woman. That's when the woman now admitted to him that it is his cousin that they grew up together. He is the father. Meanwhile, before the guy did all these things, the children were asleep. He took their DNA sample and he has gone to do their DNA test. And the test shows that he is not the father. And the guy said that plus the fact that the woman was taking contraception medicine not to have baby and not telling him, he said he just lost it completely. This is the woman, this is the children that he has invested everything more. He said these children, one of them play rugby and one of them play football. On Saturday and Sunday, he would drive them everywhere to go and play rugby, everywhere to go and play football. He doesn't have a life for himself. He said when he now found out that the test showed that he's not the father of the children, he found out that the woman is taking contraception medicine, doesn't want to have a baby anymore, and the person who's not the father of the children is his own cousin that they grew up together. The guy said he just couldn't take it anymore. That was where he lost it. As we are speaking now, our Nigerian guy, he has now been found guilty, and the judge said he will be going for a long time. The woman is now living in the house that they own together. The guy is not allowed to come there. The guy will be sent to Nigeria if he is sentenced to more than 2 years in prison. This guy has been advised by many people many times. Apply for British passport. Say, no, I don't. It's not. Tomorrow I'll do it. It's too expensive. Why are we talking about British passport? If he had found himself in this situation and he had his passport, he will not be sent back to Nigeria. He'll serve his jail, come back, and try to rebuild his life. His profession as a pharmacist is ruined. Even if he's deported and sent back to Nigeria, he has been to jail. And if he's been to jail, he's not going to get reference. Career has ruined. The 2 children whom he has invested everything in, they are not his children. His cousin that they grew up together, and he saw this cousin as his own blood, is the one that now have the 2 children that he thought his own. This guy told me, he said he doesn't know where to start again. Every time he wakes up, he thinks that if this is home video, if this is a movie, please let it end. No children. He's now 50, over 50. Career is ruined. He's been betrayed. The house that him and this woman own together, the house, the woman is not going to be the one living in the house. There are valuable lessons. The saddest part is that him and this woman, they grew up together. They are from the same tribe in Nigeria. The guy said he cannot believe what is happening to him. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from this story. Don't forget to give it a like and leave your comment in the comment section. What do you think are the lessons? What do you think are the mistake that the guy made? Some people said the guy left the woman in Nigeria. What do you expect? The woman, she has emotional needs that has to be met. Sadly, it was the brother that was around to meet the needs, and that was why she slept with the brother. Do you agree? Do you support